So I got 1.5, 3, 4.5, plus this 4 gives me 8.5 total points. 8.5 total points is going to be a 1-to-1 attack on this rifle platoon. MG42 time as you're coming out of the Higgins boat. You know what that means. It means nothing. There's no effect. Alright, so he is okay. No effect there.
That's because one of my guys had a piper.
There you go. Takes an Irishman to play the pipes. That's my terrible Sean Connery impression from The Longest Day. Okay, I've got 4 versus, this is my 5cm anti-tank gun. 5cm anti-tank gun has a range of 5. A-class attack factor gets halved after half range. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That is more than half range. His only has a range of 5 hexes. He's taking almost a 600-meter shot at that Bren carrier platoon. So basically, he's going to be 4 versus 2 on the Bren carrier carrying. That's you, Bruce. I am literally aiming at you personally. All right. Let me open up the webcam here so I can blast some fools. All right, 2-to-1 on that Bren carrier. That's my modified 4 versus your 2 defense. And that is 6. Guess what happened? That shell hissed right by your head and landed in the surf behind you. A 6 is no effect on 2-to-1. So it looks like you got all your bad luck out of the way. Pretty much the entire wing of this battalion of Grenadier Regiment 916 just cooked off and hit exactly nothing. They're too mesmerized by all this destruction, all the smoke thrown up by these mines going off. So it's going to be 4 plus 2 is 6. I'm firing at this tank, I'm sorry, at this truck that's carrying the anti-tank gun. That is going to be a grand total of 6-to-1. I'm pretty sure I got that truck. That is a 3 on my webcam. Come on, webcam, what the hell? Where's the... There we go.
Yeah, got it.
That is a 3. All right, so that is truck toast. Now we'll go to this other section. 1 to 3 odds on this rifle platoon over here. 2, I think he's dispersed. Wait a minute. 1 to 3. Nope, he's not dispersed. Damn Ukrainians. Okay, this guy ain't firing at nothing because he's dispersed and his buddies are dead. 1, 2. Now you'll notice that this security platoon does not have, for people who might be watching this later on YouTube, do not have the asterisk after their range factor like these German rifle platoons do. I.e., there's no MG34s, MG42s in that platoon. So that 2 for my range is a hard 2. So I'm gonna start back over here. This guy is not in range to hit anything yet. His K98s will just not reach any of these targets. That heavy machine gun section, however, does get a shot. He can't fire through that through that fortification hex. He's gonna take a 1 to 2 shot at this rifle platoon up here. 1 to 2, I roll a 2. That's one of them pinned by the MG42s that are in this unit. That's the HMG. Last but not least, I've got this 2-point unit here is going to take a poke at the MG platoon at 1 to 2. Open up Mr. Webcam. 6, that's no effect. That concludes German stuff, unless I want to move. Do I want to move? My bicycles. Where my bicycles gonna go? They're gonna go there. Ooh, I forgot I had a 88mm. Oh, Bruce.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? How you doing? Mr. 88mm got left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, I don't even know if there's a line of sight there.
Yeah, how can you fire through the buildings?
I'm firing over top of the buildings.
All
so
right.
let me So that's level 0, that's level 1. And there's another elevation level here. They're actually on level 2. They're on a cliff overlooking the town. They fire straight over the rooftops. What has me a little other than worried, however, is this, though. Oh, you son of a... All right. You see that corner right there?
Is that saving my bacon?
That, according to... Now, never mind how the graphics are drawn, but by the rules of the game, that's considered an elevation 1 level hex that is blocking line of sight. Unless I fire really hard and the first shell clips the edge off of that edge or that bluff. And there's nothing behind it. That's okay. You got tanks coming on next turn. And he is not undercover, is he? He is not undercover. So he is. You see him. Yeah, you told us.
I wonder where the next artillery is coming in.
And the airstrike.
Yes.
Oh, hey, bring in your airstrikes. I got something for you. I got a quad 22 centimeter flat gun right, literally stationed right there to protect that 88.
Okay, call him war spikes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. He's not going to stop very much as far as typhoons go, especially since you guys got 8 of them. But there will be something to say on the matter. It's on German movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, everybody, we're back, and we are now in turn 2. In turn 2, we have the first British support armor hitting the beach behind the infantry. The infantry took a bit of a pounding coming in. German infantry fire, anti-tank fire wasn't that effective, but what was effective were German beach defenses, which did a number on these first two rifle battalions. So my 88 still can't see any of this new British armor coming in. This is 82nd Assault Squadron of the Royal Engineers. That's all these guys, the 20s as they call them. And B Squadron of the Westminster Dragoons. That's all these guys with the Sherman flails. So as these guys have selected their C hexes that they're going to try to enter from, German 5 centimeter anti-tank gun is going to try and take an opportunity fire shot on their LCT as they're coming towards the beach. So it's 1, 2, 3 hexes away. I'm at less than half range or less. That's going to give me an 8 versus an 8 is 1-to-1 odds against an armored target. I'm going to try and disperse one of them. And with a 2, one of them is dispersed. Dispersed at sea. Oh my god. And that's going to be it for German opportunity fire, I do believe. Because this anti-tank gun has already been pasted by British battleship fire. And that's the only anti-tank support I have on this whole section of beach. So that's going to be it for the Germans. The Germans are very weak, but all the conditions are against the British. Obviously, it's an amphibious landing. Okay, so now we're going to go to the British direct fire phase. We should start with British direct fire. Do you guys have any direct fire you want to do? Or do you want to move all your units? I think you want to move more units.
Need to move, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go straight to movement. All right, so we want to move these engineers first to try and take out some minefields and blocks, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, remember, infantry, as opposed to official Panzer Leader, infantry have a movement rate of 2. And the beach double movement rule does not apply to infantry, only vehicles. Vehicles have a hard time on loose sand. Infantry are just fine. So I'm going to ask Battalion Commander of 1st Hampshires, where are we going with your combat engineers in Hex 420?
We're going to take, in fact, we're going to take the construction engineers first into 421, and we're going to try and blow those blocks up.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and roll a d6. And you're looking for a 1 or a 2.
And I get a 5.
Okay, did not succeed.
That ain't happening.
All right,
so we're going to move the other combat engineers in. Didn't want to do this, but that's what we're going to do.
Okay, go for it.
And I roll a 3. This is not good.
Okay, that block is still there. The explosives are wet. Okay.
Right. I need to shift up
can
the
also
stuff quickly.
take care of a block once it lands. Now, lands during its fire phase, so on turn 3, the Avery can take out a block counter pretty much automatically. What other engineers do we have? Construction
None
engineers
nearby.
here. Did you want to do something with these engineers, Damon?
Block them up. I think that, yeah, we'll just try and see if we can clear that block. At least it gives us another bit of free space.
Okay. He moves into that hex, and then he gets to roll a d6.
He rolls a 6.
All the explosives are wet.
Hitting telemines with a hammer doesn't work.
Who forgot to pack the Bangalore torpedoes? Okay, let's go ahead and finish up the rest of your guys' movement then.
Right, we start off with the left-hand side, the west-hand side. I'll move. HQ move of 10. Move 2, move of 2.
Just be wary of this anti-tank gun here. Word to the wise.
Yeah.
That anti-tank
No
gun,
problem.
once you get within 3 hexes, he's going to make a mess of that Brent carrier. Because then he's no longer halved.
So he's got 5. He's got to move a 5, hasn't he?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to move the unit from 0420
Okay.
down to 521. Going to move the unit from 419 to 619.
Watch that pincer attack on that improved position.
Then we're going to move 417
Yep.
to 519.
And then this guy's next.
Yeah, 518 is as close as he can get, isn't it? And then,
of course, the headquarters unit can always debuff.
Illustrious Leader.
Yep.
Um,
He can move 2 hexes and then unload if he wants. Goes 2 again on beaches. Vehicles have to pay double.
yeah, move to 518 and then debus.
Nice. We'll do it this way: 1, 2. That way, he's never within 3 hexes of this anti-tank gun. Who's just watching him? He's like, "Come within 3 hexes, please." All right, and then he's gonna go ahead and do this.
So
I say unload. You guys say debus. That's okay. It's a this whole Atlantic Ocean thing.
debus. It's the same. I'm happy with
You know
debus.
what? We're on. I know you're happy with debus. We're on Gold Beach. We'll go with the British term. It's only fair.
Move 419 to 519, just to get it out of the way.
And we'll put him on the bottom so we're not confused that he's loading up those infantry. Send it back, please. Thank you very much. Next.
322 to 521.
There you go. Okay, Mr. Damon, let's move the rest of your units before your beach landings, your secondary beach landings.
You can move it 1 and debus it, mate.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just drop them on as a see if it's on 5. So drop them onto 422 and deploy.
Okay, rifle platoon and 325.
We need to pile up the test objective, don't we? So they'll move into 426.
Ooh, they're going right for those MG42s. Send them some help.
The 1 unit out of 25
Yep.
can move. They're going into 26, and the unit from 27 are going into 26.
Yeah.
And then what we got there is this. It's the mortar, isn't it?
Mortar and machine gun and rifle. That's a nice little company right there. Under strength.
So you're not going to be able to direct. I'm just thinking what you can direct fire on with the mortar.
Can I
you
shoot
want to
to
really
the bull?
try and
We kind of rushed through that part of the phase, so yeah, go ahead if you want. Yeah, if you want to put direct fire, that MG team would be worth 2, and that mortar because he's using direct fire. And again, the new unified, cleaned up, and no more questions weapons effectiveness chart goes that no, man, because it's like the old one was spread across like 3 different editions of the game. Mortars using direct fire on soft targets double. So infantry mortars once again become like a real thing, and so that's going to be 6 plus 2 is 8. If you put the whole company together, you get 10. Because it's 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 6. That 3 doubles becomes 10. That gets you a 2-to-1 on that security platoon. But then you do have to add 2 to the die roll.
We'll do a pile them all into 27 and go for the assault.
I'd go for the assault next turn, and then you automatically teed up for an assault on their HMGs.
Yeah, I'll go move everything into 27, Jim.
Into 327.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the trucks, will just bimble up as far as they can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Hide in the woods.
Yeah, they can get them. They're right now the vanguard of the British force. The cooks are up there going, "Where is everybody? Hey, we got Chicken Dollar King ready, got." Look at the.
They said there was going to be shooting.
Yeah, where is everybody? In all seriousness, right off of the east end of this board is another whole assault beach. That's King. They're actually right in the smack in the middle of the overall battlefield. But right where they're at, they're in a little pocket of quiet. So you might get into a mix-up with a demolition derby with these wagons. That'll be fun. Okay, so now let's land some tanks. Here's where some firepower finally shows up on the board. So undispersed Sherman flail. Okay, first, roll a d6. Oh wait, these are not DD tanks, sorry. They land normally. Okay, so are they landing in 419 or 420?
419, don't you think, Damon?
Yeah. It's the least dangerous, isn't it?
Well, unless I roll a bloody 3 or a 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
I roll a 1.
Here you go.
It's a 1.
Tanks on the
We've
table.
got 1 tank. We've got a tank.
All right, Churchill Bobbin. You can pick 420 or 322.
I'd say 322. What do you reckon?
Yeah, go for it.
322.
Mm-hmm.
Hits the block. 3.
Dude, I wanted to see what I made counters. You know what? I made counters specific. I literally made road counters for the Churchill Bobbin to use.
You also made a shed load of blocks. I'm being brave. I'm going to say 420.
Okay.
And I got a 2. Yes, at last. I've got a Brucelea down.
Sweet.
Oh shit.
Oh, 420.
I got the Avery.
Right.
I need the Avery. I need the bloody Avery.
Right, the Avery automatically makes it. The Avery has block armor. Has
420 again.
All right. The Avery has plot armor.
It gets a 4. It hits the block.
Except it has plot armor, like I declared. So there he is. Oh my god. All right. That's just me not designing a very good scenario. Okay.
Yeah, but it is because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sherman flails. Where are
you,
they?
mate.
Looks like they have. Oh no, they have 2 choices. They can land at 325 or 225.
325 would be my call.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, 325 for
I'd
both of them.
try and get both of them to 325.
Okay.
Yeah. Both into 25.
That's not those box. What? A 3 and a 6? That's not even possible.
No, double 6 boxcars.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're both gone. They're both gone. This game's lethal.
This is crazy, guys. What the hell are you guys doing to all my tanks I made for you? What the shit, man?
Hitting obstacles is what we're doing.
German opportunity fire is going to be 6 points, 1-1 on one thing here, on one rifle platoon. Terrible.
Jesus.
Okay, so the second companies of second and third, I should say the third and fourth companies, everybody, of the 1st Hampshire and 1st Dorsetshire are now getting ready to approach. British battleship fire has now landed on this improved position and cleaned it out. British battleship fire has also landed on this security platoon in improved position and pinned it down. And now what we're looking at is 6-pounder anti-tank guns that have been dragged ashore by this Bren carrier platoon. Is firing up the slope, coordinating in a crossfire with the section of mortars. Damon, we've figured it out. It's 2-1 odds. Add 2 to the die roll for the improved position bonus that he gets. Subtract 1 from the die roll because he is dispersed. So he winds up with a 2-1 net. Add 1 to the die roll. He rolled a 2 on that roll on his d6. And if we check out the 2-1 table, a 2 add 1 becomes a 3. That's a DD, double dispersal. That's enough to kill a unit that's been previously dispersed. So outside of battleship fire, I believe that's our first direct fire kill on a German unit scored by British units. So well done, Dorsetshire rifles, and looks like the German position is finally starting to crack a little bit. Okay, we are now at the beginning of turn 5, and it looks like the British finally have a crowbar on the wall, so to speak. We finally have some minefields cleared by these Sherman flail tanks. Here and here. Let me zoom in a little bit so people can see what's going on. So as you can see, this beach is getting very, very hectic, very, very crowded. It's literally D-Day. D-Day plus like 1 hour. So as you can see, it's getting very chaotic. German artillery is still landing all over the beach. They've landed the second wave of their 2 lead battalions. That is 1st Dorsets and 1st Hampshires. They've now landed also 2nd Devonshires, so we got a lot of British infantry on the beach. It's getting thinned out by German artillery pretty efficiently. We have had some Abris clear out some blocks. We have an Abri about to clear out another block in a second. And we have some more British battleship artillery fire coming in. The one bright spot for the Germans seems to be, we even have a Churchill laying a bridge. A Churchill bridge layer has managed to breach the first German anti-tank ditch, leading towards this cut and the first objective hex. It looks like it's going to fall to lead elements of 1st Hampshire rifles. Meanwhile, over here, the 1st Dorsets are still having trouble with this one platoon of just this so-called Ost battalion. These guys just don't want to die. They keep getting dispersed and routed. Look at all these guys that are continually cat-attacking them. They're being cat-attacked by almost a full battalion, and that one platoon is holding them off in their bunker. We also have one more platoon that is attacked the British Breakfast Brigade, as we're calling them. These 2 trucks had set up a little mess area, but now they've actually got a little bit of a fight on their hands. They're probably calling for help. And we've got German artillery that's landing on construction engineers and trying to clear out our more of our block counters. So again, it's still a mess on this beach. So, okay, guys, what did you guys want to do first? I think we're at the beginning of the turn. We want to call in our 50 points on battleship artillery.
I mean, we can.
Goes the next problem.
Do you want to dump some more on the point 336A?
Is it worth it, or is it worth setting up for something for the next?
Well, I'd like to take out the anti-tank site that's clearly seen from the beach and has been firing on me, which is at 8, not 818, it's 17, 60, 815. improved position between the two little hamlets.
Oh, this guy.
On the cliff top.
That guy there.
Okay.
I'd like to put a little bit on top of him.
Yep.
So you need 15. If we go to 3 to 1, so that's 50. That's you need 45, don't you, for 3 to 1?
Yeah,
Chances are you're going to get rid of him. You'll certainly
literally-
disperse him at 3 to 1.
You're literally not going to kill him. Well, you
No.
could roll 1. But 45 points would probably disperse him, which means that cat attack would have a lot better chance later on in the same turn.
And that's all I'm thinking. We just need to try and get him gone.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to open that hole and
Is
Pile
somebody
everybody up.
applying principles of combined arms warfare in a war game? Be careful, man. You can't do that too much.
Well, if I put 10 on the artillery unit, the anti-tank unit,
Yep.
that's a 3 to 1, or
That's
delete
3
a
to 1.
2 to 1.
Well, it would be a 3 to 1, and then you have to add 2 to the die roll. So you definitely disperse him
Yeah.
because he is in an improved position.
So I'd like to do that just to get rid of him.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
So that's our 55 then. 45 dumped onto the objective at 36A.
Okay. Let me go ahead and clear out units that were units and minefields that were destroyed last turn. I probably should have done that already. Map is now a little bit more clear. Okay, awesome. All right, so which one do we want to do first? 3 to 1 on the anti-tank gun, or 3 to 1 on the German fortification?
I'll do the 3 to 1 on the anti-tank gun.
Okay, 3 to 1, add 2 to the die roll.
Get a 4, goes to a 6. He is dispersed.
Okay, and same over here.
Yep. 6.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, these guys are literally invincible.
Oh
A
my
battleship
giddy
is
aunt.
firing at them, and they're still not. That 6 becomes an 8 at 3 to 1. That they literally barely heard it. They're like, what? Is someone firing a battleship at us?
Ah, they've got right down in the bunker. They heard that coming.
Can we do ramming speed with a battleship?
It has to go through 1, 2, 3. It has to go through 450 meters of I don't think so. We're talking about almost 1,500 feet of beach. I don't think the warspite goes that fast. Okay, so
You're
going
gonna have to send all the units.
Yeah, so we
Then
go
we'll
to
have to go round it and get behind it.
We go. You kind of already are. You got this whole.
Yeah.
You got a whole company of guys behind it. It's
Yeah.
150 men. Every platoon here is roughly. Every one of these pieces is roughly a platoon of 50 men. You got 450 guys attacking this bunker. Okay, so if we go
Problem
to
is you-
British, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you actually wrap round to where it says 36A, you're then going to get opportunity fire from the other improved position.
Yeah, all 2 points, but technically yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we go to British direct fire, it looks like the first thing we're going to do is put a. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Are we putting this Churchill Avery into this block?
Oh hell yeah.
Here we go.
Although hold on a minute. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, the block is toast. That's going to help next turn, because next turn you have another wave of tanks. This is the Sherwood Rangers land next turn. And the less obstacles they have to deal with and worry about, the better chance they're going to have as far as getting onto the shore correctly. So just to quickly recap what's going to happen in the next turn or two, we're looking at Sherman flails, which again also have a dual purpose 75 millimeter gun with HE frag ammunition. That's going to be able to fire from a couple of different directions. We have this Churchill Avery, which can now move a little bit, even though he's fired. He's technically considered a turreted armored fighting vehicle. The Churchill Bridge Layer is probably going to secure this next trench, and thus open up a direct highway straight to this unoccupied objective hex. So we might see the first objective effects actually fall in this game. And man, we're just going to see what happens here, man. I mean, good grief. This one platoon of 441st Austin Battalion is just standing tall and, you know, kicking ass. Wait, I'm here to chew gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum. That's the line go. They're not taking any guff, these guys. So we'll check back in a few minutes, and we'll see how things are going a little bit later on.